Hello guys, welcome to Tech with Amrut. So in previous lecture, we have seen the closure function and how we can create the closure function and all. And apart from that, like we can see, we have already seen that hosting concept for the function and hosting function for the var and let and constant. So that revision concept we have done for that hosting and temporal dead zone. So today's topic was regarding the string and what all different methods present inside a string, so that we are going to understand. So what all different functions are present inside a string, so that we'll use today. So basically, like string is a sequence of characters. In JavaScript we provide a many methods for the string manipulation, so we use different kind of methods in order to manipulate the or update the string. And string is a sequence of characters used to represent a text. And in testing, string is like when everywhere we are using the string for URLs, selectors, assertion, response, message, or like log and parsing, those all the condition we are using the string. So the string can be a URL, string can be a like character like sequence of character, and string can also be a message with temporal template literal. So for that example we have created here. Okay, string can be a URL. Like this also we can create string status, pass or fail we can create. And in case of like template literals also we can have a template string. And if your A is world hello and B can be world, and so if you want to update that one, so we'll see those updating case and all. So we can also create a template literal, so inside a bracket, that also it is possible. So like how we have created here. So this is a template string. So for this we need to have a inside this double like that quotes, inside that quotes we need to write the string. And if I want to use a template literals, then I can use a dollar and then double bracket. Inside that I can write a name one or something if you want to write anything. Okay, so that you can write inside this one. So this is about how we are creating a different varieties of literal strings. And multi-line also we have, so that can be also written inside the same that quote whatever I told. So inside this quote we can write this one. Okay, so that is also multi-line is also possible. And in order to print that one, so we can convert the number to string by using string of 200. So with using this one we can convert it to number to string, and null cannot be converted. So that let me just print it. So 200 true we got, and null as it is whatever the written inside the string brackets, so that will be written as it is. So we can write up array. Null also we can convert, and true also we can, boolean also we can convert it to string, and 200 is also number is also we can convert it to string. Okay, so string function we have now. So string property and basic access, how we can access the string. So string we can, if your string is this one Amrut, and that length can be calculated by string dot length function. And if your string of array, so as you are told, like it is a sequence of characters, so this string can be considered as an array. And if you are printing the string of 0, then it will print the first character, that is A it will print. And 4 which is out of bound, like 0 1, sorry, this will 0 1 2 3 4 will be T. And if you try to print the console dot log of string of which is out of bound exception out of bound, if you are printing, then it will give the undefined basically. And string at here we can have the basic function also, like it will start from here -1 -2, T is -1. Okay, T is -1, and we have a U which is -2. Like that we have a R which is -3. So on to up to A is equal to -5. Okay, so like this we will be having. So -5 is basically A, and here 5 will be, if you are coming from left to right, then it will be 0 1 2 3 4 5. If you are coming from left right to left, then -1 to so on. Okay, and here this char at is basically return a character at a specific state. Char at will return a character at a specific state, but this one will return a new string. And char at code will basically return the ASCII character of that one. If it is a 0 a, for a what is the ASCII character, that will be get returned. If I print now, let me just save it. So a, first one is 5, length will be 5. So as length will be calculated from the 1, it will consider from 1 2 3 like that. And a of str of 0, 0th array, 0th index a is present and 4th index t is present. And if you are printing out of bound, then it will basically throw it as a undefined. Okay, and here -1 will be, -5 will be a, and then we have a character at 0th, then it will be a, and ASCII character of this a will be 65. So in order to better understand this one, so we have this ASCII character table, which is Unicode or ASCII character we can call. So a is 65, b is 66, like this we have. So you can go through this one. Okay, so for that, in order to get the ASCII character, then we'll use the char code at. Okay, that we are using. And for this small letter we have a 95, 98 like this. This we have understood just now with the example. And if we are having this character hello world, then we have a 13 characters from 0 index to 12 index. Characters are length will be 30, but it is starting from 0 to 12. Okay, this is how it will be splitted. Length will be 13, but the index, last index will be length -1, 12. Both get char at index. Difference is like whatever the difference between the character at index, both will return the character at index only. So this is string at the particular index and string dot char at 0th index. So both are pointing to the 0th index only, means both are pointing to the index only, char at index. And if it is out of bound, then it will, here it will be undefined, but here it will be empty string. So if I can print this one, okay, so if I print now 5th element, then this value will be, here it will be empty index. Okay, but in case of string of array, it will be undefined. And old browser, it is not supported, here it is supported. And default will be undefined, here it will be 0. And type of query, here the needs the integer index, here it needs the integer index, but here it is a argument to the number. Okay, and looks like a array access, it's a method level call. So this is the one more example, like if we are having the particular, if you are having this length, okay, if you are having this URL, then the length of the URL will be 44, index from start from 0 to 43. And here is how the value will be assigned to it. Okay, and we have a extracting substring. So next concept will be how we can extract from the string, so that we are going to see. So here basically, if I can take this extraction thing, and here in string search we have a include. So if you want to do the searching in a string, so this is our, consider this is our URL, and if you want to check particular this string is present here or not, so then we can check the with the help of includes. URL includes staging, then it will throw the true. If this production is not there in the URL, includes production, no, right? So then it will be a false. So here start with URL, start with this one HTTPS, then this is a true. Ends with production, is it ending with production? It is ending with a com. So here it will be ends with, starts with, we are using, this is false. And index of O, in order to check the index of the O, we are using this one. And in order to check the last index of, we are checking using this one. if the index is found, then it will give the index value at what index it is present. And if it is not, if it is there, we can use this one also, it will also give the single index. Okay, so this will consider as a whole as a single word, and it will give the first index or 0 index, and production is not there, then it will give the -1. This is about a searching concept, guys. Okay, first it will be true false, and then 17 is this index of 0. If we can count 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17. 17 is the character of this index of this O, and HTTPS will be of 0th index, as I told. So this whole string will be considered as a 1 index, so it will be 0, and production is not present, so it is throwing the -1. So this is about the searching concept in string. So we have a extraction inside a substring which will give it as a substring, convert it to substring. We have a slice. So slice is basically, we have already seen this one. So we have a 2 parameters, start and end we have. So even though it is just a end, so it should be always end -1. Whatever it is there, negative, so it will allow the supports the negative index. So it is start from the 0, and whatever the 5 if you are giving, it will be 5 -1, it will be 4. Okay, and 4 until 0 to 4, 0 1 2 3 4. So this will be our string. From 0 to 5 means 0 to 4, login will be our substring. So from this slice, if you are considering it as 11th index will be, this will be our 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 means pass. From this pass to end of this one, so it will print whole function here. So this is our from 11 to end, till end, because we have not defined the end of this slice, then it will take until the end. And slice string dot slice to -3. -3, as we already discussed, from if you are coming from right to left, then this will be -1, -2, -3. So this will be our string. As we have not defined the end character, so it will be taking to until end. So it will always read from the left to right, but -3, if you are taking, it will come from the right to left, but the until where it will go, until the end of the string. And we also use the substring, so it is also a start and end, but here we don't have a -3 or -4, we don't have this one, so it will also give from the 3 to 10. Okay, and here also we have a at, this one we have already discussed. String at 3 means the third index one, which is I, which will print. Let us print this one and see. I will be this one, and I test in test, and from here we have a 101 and pass 001 and login we have. Okay, so this is our about a extraction. We use a slice, substring we will use, and at will use, single character it will return. And we have a more conditions, more methods which we are using. So in order to lower upper the case, so whatever the string we have, string dot to uppercase, we'll use this one in order to convert to uppercase, and string dot to lowercase, we'll use it to convert the string into lowercase. So we have a trim which is used to trim the all the white spaces in between from this string. Okay, and this trim start will trim for the starting, whatever the initial white space will be there, it will get trimmed, and trim end will trim the end spaces, white spaces. Okay, what if we have a and white space? Okay, let us try to print this one. So uppercase, second one will be lowercase, and this one is trimming the all the spaces, and trim start basically trim the starting of the spaces, and trim end will trim the end of the space, not the middle one. Okay, and here we have a replace also. So basically, like if you are having this string as message, okay, test fails dot retry fails, okay. So this, if you want to replace the fails here, fails to pass, then you can use this one fail. But is it a case sensitive or not? What do you think, guys? Is it a case sensitive? Let us try, okay. Let me just comment out this one just to avoid the confusions. We have a test pass, so it is getting changed from the fail to pass, it is doing, okay. Let me comment out this one. So if I am considering this one to fail, okay, so I will just comment out this one. Let me check. So this is case sensitive, so it is not updating this one. So if I make it as fail, so it will change it to pass. So just this, or whatever the string it is a case sensitive. So if you are changing that to different case, it will not update, okay. This you keep in mind. So in order to just change this fail, only one fail, then it will update first one. So replace will basically help to replace only one. First one it will replace, but replace all will basically replace all the fail string inside the this string, okay. This we have seen, and this is a regex match. So this will also remove the string here. So this will also remove here, because of this regex, it will check all the string only, whole string. So then we have a concatenation. Concatenation we basically use to combine the substrings, okay. And this we can use it by using the plus sign, and also we can use the hello dot concat method we can use, and whatever string it is a comma world we can use. So this will basically use to concat the string. And also we can use the this template literals, template string. With that also we can concat the two words. Hope you understood this one. Then we have a extra functions, so which are basically used like splitting and joining, those kind of like string also we have. Before that, just let me just give you the overview of this one, length and characters. So these are the methods which we have discussed now. So this will basically give the length, and caret will give the index, and a caret bracket, this will be a index, okay. For example like this we can use, and caret index at will basically support the negative also, and it will result like this, okay, -1 and all it will support. For example here caret code, so this it will convert it to Unicode or ASCII function. And code point at, so this will be a full code point. So emoji also here it will be safe, so it will give the, even you are using the emoji and something, so that code point at will give the proper Unicode for that emoji also. This we have seen. And searching concept we have seen. Index of, last index of, includes, and start with, ends with search. Search will basically use to search that value. So this is all the regex match. So these are all the things we will discuss in our upcoming lecture. And extracting things, slice, substring, and subtract. This also we have seen, substring and all. So where subtract will basically, whatever the, this is our JavaScript is our string, dot substring is this one, from 4 to 6, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 is this one, and till 6 we will be using, 5, 6, till 6 we are using, and this is basically deprecated, no need to worry about this one, okay. Slice and substring, and we have seen. Use slice by default, it will only one it is the only one the which predicate the negative index behavior also. Okay, then we have a splitting and this one. So this we have discussed, to uppercase and lowercase and trim, start trim and end trim, trim end, this one I have seen. And now we are checking this splitting and join. So split will basically split the given string with specific characters. So if we are using the comma separated split with comma, then this whatever the string it will be there, it will get converted to array by each and every string, so pass, fail and skip. And if you are want to separate split with a without space, then hello will be get splitted into HELLO, that array will be get created. Okay, and template literals we have joining with format. Okay, if you want to join that one, then we have a parts, this is our array we are considering, and parts dot join. So if I want to join this one, so this whatever the three strings we have, we are joining with the help of this colon. Okay, so this dash, with that dash we are joining the above array. So if I try to print this one now, so we can see from this string, if we want to replace this one with app, then app will get replaced with a QA. Okay, this is also regex match, so this will discuss in later part, but you can also write like this also. Okay, app if we are writing, so whatever app is there, that will get replaced with a QA. So if I print now, so this app will get replaced with a QA here. And this joining concept which we are discussing here, so that whatever the array of this string will get joined with the help of this dash. Okay, so this also we have discussed. And we have a function string conversion. So if you want to convert the string, whatever the number to string or boolean to string, then we can use a to string also. So we have already seen that one more way that we can convert is with a string we can write, and inside that we can pass anything, so that will also get converted to string. And this is one more way to convert to string, that is to string we are using. This is string conversion. Okay, and to string we are using to convert from number to string and boolean to string. Okay, but here for null, if you are using to trying to convert null dot to string, then we will get a, it is not allowed actually, this is not allowed. So if I try to convert that one, we will get a typo error which cannot read the properties of null. Okay, so this is not possible. So if I try, do the reverse from converting string to number, then number of 42, if you are passing in a string, then it will get converted to 42. And parseInt basically search for the integer, if it is there, that will get, if it, even though it is a mixture of that character and number, then only the number will get converted. Okay, so this is the difference between this and this. So if you pass anything now here, and if I try to print it now, so first it is not possible, if you are having like this, it is not possible, it will give the not a number. Okay, and if you are passing like this, parseInt will basically, even though it has some character, then it will convert to 42, only whatever the number it is there, it will identify that one and it will convert. And here parse integer, this also works similar to this one, and it will convert it to float, if it is there, then it will get converted to number. And then we have a let string is this one, and if I want to update that one, so this is basically what we will call it as. So if you guys see this one, at a string index of h, we are converting it to capital H. then it is not getting updated, it is just printing the hello only in this case. So why? Because string is immutable. Because string is immutable in nature, because of that whatever the h we are, even though it is updated here to capital H, the string is still printing the normal hello only. Okay, small letter hello only it is getting printed. And here we have already seen this string dot uppercase. If you want to convert it to uppercase, then this upper will get converted to this one, but string whatever it is there, this will not get impacted. So this is also one of the reason that we are calling it as string is immutable in nature. Okay, that is what we will call it, a string is immutable in nature. And whatever the updated value it is there, that it is getting changed to hello here. So here it will be hello only. Okay, so these are the string functions which we are using. Different function we have created, so that we have done the notes here also. And also I have showcased this also. So this is what we have created the .md file for that reference. Replacing we have seen, replace all we have seen. Okay, and we have seen this sorting also earlier. Okay, comparing and sorting, these all the things we have discussed earlier. Comparing with strict comparison, and we will be having a loose comparison with a double equals to, triple equals to is a strict comparison. Okay, these are all the things we have seen. Now we also we have seen the template literals, template string also we have seen. So here we will see the objects, what is objects and all. Okay, this concept also we will see now. Object is basically a key value pair, guys. So it's a key value pair, but it's not a same as that of the JSON. Don't get confused with the JSON and a object. Okay, JSON will be having a string here. Whatever key it will be there, it will be in a string format, age and phone. But here the key value pair of this object, it will be not a in a double quotes. Okay, so name double quotes Amit, age is 65, like this we will be writing this one. Don't get confused between a JSON and object. Object is different and JSON is different. So this is also object only. So in order to access, how to access this one, we will see it here. So if you are having this one, so you can create an object like this, constant user is equal to, we will have a flower bucket, and inside that we will be having a key value pairs, name, age and email, like this we can write. So one more example is this one. So where we can have the object, inside that we can also have the function also. Okay, this is also possible. This get name can be also print hello, anything it can be. It's not a only get name you need to write, get or setters like that. No, it can be any name, and you can write a function inside the object, even though the key value pair can be also like this also. And we will have the one more example, and here we will see how we can access this one. So if you are only accessing an object with user like this, whatever the name of the function it is there, so that with that if you are calling it here object, name of the object, then you will print the whole, whatever the object it is there, key value pair, it will get printed here like this. Okay, and if you want to access the properties, so if you want to access the each and every property like name, age, like this, so you can use this user object name dot that which property you want to access, that one, user dot property name. And if you can use the, whether you can use the dot or this brackets, both are same only. Okay, user bracket, square bracket and age in a string. So this will also print the age of this one, and user dot name will also print the name. So this can also be written like this also, age. Okay, so you can also have this dot age. So this is also fine only. So if I print now, Amrut is there, and 65 is the age of this one guy, and age is also 65. Both are same only. And also we can add and modify also here. So we can do the modify for this object, that is also possible. So this is our city, whatever we have, this is our city. We can add the city to the user. So earlier our user has this only 3 properties: name, age and email. Now I am adding a new property which is city as NYC. I am adding a new one, user.city, and if I want to update that one, user.age I can use, and equals to 31 I can do, and I can update that one. Now let us see the updated value. So earlier we have a 3 properties, and after we have updated this one, we have added the city also, and age we have updated to 65 to 31. This is also possible. We can add, we can modify, update is possible in the case of object by accessing with a dot, that we can update also. Okay, and we will see the configuration of this object. So if you want to create a new object, whole new object, so first it will be a empty object, will be empty. Okay, if I try to print this one now, I will comment out all these things, and if I try to print now, I will get an empty array, I mean empty object. Okay, and now if I try to add the object now, one by one I will add. Okay, so one by one I will add 2 objects now, 2 properties, which is browser and timeout. Now I got 2 properties inside that, config.browser, config.timeout. 2 properties are got added here, like a key pair. Browser is this one and timeout is 2000. We can update also by using the same config.timeout, and we can update the value from 2000 to 3000. We have updated it. And now if I want to access this log, then I have already accessed it. Okay, fine. And now if I want to delete the config browser, so I want to delete this browser. Okay, then what will happen? I can also delete also. Now it will be only one character. So delete, we are using to delete, and config.timeout or browser or any other key we can add to add that to the object. So that also we have seen. And now we have a call by reference and call by value. So this is the important topic, guys. So this is favorite question for the interviewer. Okay, so they will ask what is call by reference and call by value. So call by value is basically applicable for only for the primitive data type, and call by reference is applicable for the array, object and function. For these all the things, the call by reference will be applicable, and for the primitive data type, the call by value is applicable. So if we have a 2 values, okay, so I have a a is equal to 10 and b is equal to a. So here what we are doing, b is equal to a means what? So b value is now assigned to a value, that is of 10. And where if I am trying to print this one, I will just comment out this one for better understanding. So if I print this one now, b value will also be 10. So if I am trying to access the b value, then I will get the assigned value for this b, which is 10. And now if I assign the value, so before that I will check. Okay, so that is what I will call it will not update the value of a. So it is just assigning a value. So if I print now, both the value will be 10 10. Okay, now I will update the value of b. And I will print the b now first. Okay, I'll try to print the b. B value is updated to, because b value we are reassigning it. Reassignment is done for the b, that is updated to what value? 99. Okay, and if we check the a value is not getting updated. A value will be remain as it is, which is 10, which is 10. Okay, which is 10. This one will be still 10, but b value is getting changed to 99 because we have reassigned it. Okay, reassignment is done for the b, and this is what it will be called as a call by value, and it is only done for the primitive data type, which is sorry guys, so this is only done for the primitive data type, which is number, string, boolean, null and undefined. For these primitive data types only applicable for this call by value. And now if I want to check for the call by reference, so this call by reference is only applicable for the object, array and functions. Okay, and this is basically objects are basically copied by the reference, that is why it is called as a call by reference. And here if we have this object, let object 1 is equal to val of 10, and we are now assigning the object of object 2 to this object 1. So now object 2 will become same reference, that is object 2 is also equal to val 10. Okay, so this is what the object 2 will become. Now if we are referencing that whatever, if we are trying to update that object 2, okay, object 2 if you are updating, then the reference of both object 1, reference of both object 1 and object 2 are both same now. So reference of both object 1 and object 2 are both are same. Hope you understood this one. Okay, so if I make sure of this one now, let me just check if it is same. Let us try, guys. Let us see like if triple equal to is equal to both or not. Let us just give a try. Okay, and let me comment out this one. So which is true, means the both the references of object 1 and object 2 are same. And what if for this one, here also it is same only, but once we are changing it, the reference and both will get changed. Okay, that is not a matter. Okay, so here what we are doing, object 1 we are whatever reference of object 1 and object 2 both will be reference to same one, and here object 1 object 2 dot val, it will get changed to 20. So the object 1 and object 2 whatever it is there, both the reference for this val will get update to 20 now. Okay, so if I run this one now, first initial step before updating it. So initial state before updating it, the both the objects are referring to the 10 val 10, and if I update now object 2 of that val, if we are updating now, then both the object will reference will get changed to 20. So this is the difference between the call by value and call by reference, and call by value is only for the data type, primitive data type, and call by reference is basically for the array, object and function. So this is the major difference between the call by reference and call by value. So hope you guys understood this one. Okay guys, so we'll see in our next lecture, we'll discuss more about a array concept and all we will discuss in our next lecture. So till there, see you guys and keep learning, and do subscribe if you like the videos. Thank you guys.